Knowing your temperament is like discovering your user manual. But a manual is only useful if you open it and follow the instructions. So, now that we know who we are, how can we use it to grow, connect, and make better choices? Hi everyone, welcome to Life and Living It, a channel where we talk about matters that make us human. Because understanding yourself is the first step to living fully. So, we started this channel with the basics of temperament. We explored their history and got personal, looking at the combination blends because most of us aren't just one type. For those of you who are new here and haven't watched the temperament video yet, I will leave a link in the description. Now, you've probably spotted your dominant and secondary temperament. You know your strength and you've noticed your weaknesses. So, what now? The knowledge you have isn't the finish line, but the launch pad that will propel you into improving yourself naturally with minimum effort and being the best version of yourself. Self-awareness without action is just trivia about yourself. Applying these can transform your life mainly in terms of personal growth, relationships, and decision making. Let's first take a look at personal growth and relationships. Cholerics are driven by strong will. They can become controlling, impatient, or overly focused on results. For personal growth, you can practice slowing down and listening more. Build humility and admit it when you are wrong or when others have better ideas. In your relationships, you don't have to bulldoze people with your intensity. Know that people matter more than projects or properties. Sometimes you have to ask yourself, did I listen as much as I spoke? Sanguine blends are fun-loving and people-focused. They can be inconsistent, easily distracted, or overly dependent on approval. They need to build habits that strengthen follow-through. They must practice saying no in a kindly but firmly manner. They also need to stay with projects and relationships long enough to see real growth. A sanguine in a relationship needs to know that love isn't just fun, but it's also a commitment. You don't have to avoid serious conversations for the sake of keeping things light. Sometimes, you need to ask yourself if you are being real or just entertaining. Melancholics are thoughtful and detail-oriented. They can be overly critical, perfectionist, or withdrawn when discouraged. People with melancholic blends need to take imperfect actions because progress beats perfection. They need to celebrate small wins and not just flawless outcomes. They also need to practice gratitude so as to balance the natural tendencies to see flaws. Melancholics in relationships need to be forgiving and practice appreciation as often as critique. To err is human, and to forgive is divine. Sometimes, you need to see past people's flaws or past actions and trust that even a broken clock is right twice a day. Phlegmatics are calm, easygoing, and steady. They can procrastinate, avoid responsibilities, or let the fear of conflict hinder their growth. Sometimes, we need to step into some discomfort in order to grow. Growth requires some friction. Many phlegmatics confuse peace with avoidance, and that's the problem. You can break big goals into small, doable steps so as to avoid overwhelm. Phlegmatics in relationships need to speak up more often. You need to contribute your perspectives and not let others make all the decisions. There are times when you really need to give your true opinion and not just keep the peace. For example, if you're a choleric melancholic, you may be driven and detail oriented. These are great for achieving goals, but you might burn out or be overly critical. You may want to schedule intentional downtime, practice grace towards yourself and others. And if you're sanguine phlegmatic, you might be fun-loving and easygoing, but risk being inconsistent. It might be best for you to build simple, enjoyable systems that you can follow through. Growth is about balancing tendencies and not erasing them. In relationships, recognizing other people's temperaments reduces misunderstandings. It's not that they take things personal, it's just their personality. Also, a melancholic partner's caution isn't negativity. It's their way of protecting you or themselves from risks. Knowing and understanding other people's temperaments can prevent a lot of conflicts and arguments. So learn to speak the temperament language of those close to you. Now let's talk about decision making. While each temperament has blind spots in decision making, there are also universal principles that help everybody, regardless of their temperament blend. For instance, pausing before reacting. Every temperament tends to lean toward either rushing, that is the choleric or sanguine, or stalling, that is the phlegmatic and melancholic. A simple pause can balance impulse and overthinking. Also, you can check motives and not just options. Before asking what you should do, ask, why do I want to do this? This guards against decisions driven by pride, fear, or people pleasing. We need to set a clear time frame, because no temperament makes good choices in endless limbo. So you can create a decision deadline that's reasonable for the scope of the choice. Also, you gotta pray, reflect, or align with core values. For all temperaments, the best decisions come when aligned with deeper convictions and values and not just with mood swings and circumstances. Knowing your blend can really help you. For cholerics who are natural leaders and action-oriented, your biggest traps include deciding too quickly, overlooking details, pushing ahead without inputs, etc. You need to pause and review. Even 10 minutes of reflection saves future regrets. You can also invite feedback before finalizing, especially from more detail-oriented temperaments. Speed is a strength, but wisdom takes patience. For sanguines who are optimistic and people-oriented, your biggest traps include losing consistency and making decisions based on excitement, moods, or people-pleasing. When an idea comes to mind, you need to write it down, and if it still excites you after a day or two, pursue it. Ask yourself, am I saying yes because it's good for me or just to keep everybody happy? Build follow-through systems such as calendar reminders and accountability partners. People possessing melancholic blends are analytical and detail-focused. Their biggest traps are overthinking, fearing mistakes, and endlessly delaying decisions. They need to set deadlines and force themselves to decide by certain dates. No decision is perfect, and not deciding is still a decision. You can also balance details with a bigger picture, such as asking yourself, will this even matter in a year? Phlegmatics are peaceful and steady. Their biggest traps are avoiding decisions to escape conflict or stress and letting others decide for them. Phlegmatics need to clarify their values first, because decisions can feel lighter when anchored in what matters the most. You need to start small and make little low-stake choices quickly to build confidence. Peace is not the absence of choice, but choosing what leads to true peace. So I have a homework for you. Take one strength and one weakness from your blend, and write down one way you will use the strength and one way you will manage the weakness this week. This assignment is very crucial and vital, and at the end, you will notice that small intentional steps lead to big transformations. So that is it for today. In my next video, we are going to talk about forgiving each temperament. Thank you so much for watching my video and choosing my channel as your guide to personality, purpose, and people. This is life and living it, and this is what we do here. And until next time, bye.